I'd like to welcome back to the stage Andy Serkis, Andrew Garfield, Claire Foy, Jonathan Cavendish, along with composer Nitin Sawhney. So I wanted to start just very simply talking about, we know you from so much different work and so many things that are CGI based and stuff. What drew you to making this be your first directorial debut?
It was the power of the story. It was obviously Jonathan being my very, very close friend and having the chance to direct something that was an incredibly personal story with such a great pair of role models for living, Diana and Robin, and obviously getting to know Diana as well personally. It was just it can't be underestimated that the power of that script. Honestly, Bill Nicholson's writing is just extraordinary, and as I say, the reason that we were all here was because of that script. Everyone who came on board, Bob Richardson, amazing Bob Richardson, the DOP. He's used to working with Tarantino and Scorsese, and came over to Britain to shoot this relatively small movie with people weren't killing each other. They were in hospital beds, and he wanted to do it because he was moved to tears by the script. So it was a lot to do with that, very, very much so.
For Andrew, for Claire, I wanted to ask, obviously there's a different set of preparations and thoughts that go into playing a real person versus a character that you're kind of creating. And I wanted to ask a little bit about your process from script to what we've now seen on screen.
Claire's a little choked up. I apologize on her behalf. It's very embarrassing for all of us. It's Jonathan. Jonathan was really the life source for me. He is his father's son, and his mother's son. But that was really my main resource, was just watching him, because you cover your ears, because he has the same glint, he has that same charm, that same ability to make everything beautified and joyful and easy seeming, even though he's probably not feeling all that easy inside all the time. He has that seeming easiness with living. And he creates beauty and love and community everywhere he goes. He really does. He's created it with us. So he was a living example of, his father's spirit and his mother's spirit. And so that was the main source for me, among lots of other things. And led by this amazing man and partnered with this beyond talented woman. It was a true dream, a true dream. Are you ready to speak at all, or are you not? I can keep delaying. No, I'd rather you speak. The question was something about the film.
What was the question?
It was about your process, because obviously the process is different, creating a character from scratch or from just the script and coming from a real person.
I can't remember. I can't remember my own name. Sorry, it's a bit weird because I'm in it, but I just think it's beautiful. I genuinely, I'm going to have to try and not cry, just turned up, really, and looked at his face, and that's what I did for 7 weeks, and that was my performance, really. I just, loved him, and then everything was all right, and loved him, and now love you. I love everyone. I've got to take it away.
I wanted to ask Nitin, obviously, the score is so incredible, and it's such an emotive piece of the film. I'm hearing that there's a secret hidden contribution from Andy in it. I wonder if you could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Andy, well, first of all, a lot of people aren't aware that Andy's a fantastic saxophone player. So he actually, in the opening montage, there's a point where he actually plays some beautiful sax on one of the themes. So that was fantastic. It was great to actually get Andy literally playing on the score. So that was a lovely thing. But I think it was just great working with Andy, and he was just inspiring all the way through. And it's a beautiful film. So it was a wonderful thing to score it.
And for Jonathan, obviously, this is a very personal film for you, being that it's your mom. Has she seen it?
Well, she has seen it, and I would tell you what she thinks of it, but I think it's better, perhaps, if she does. Ladies and gentlemen, Diana Cavendish. So the question you were asked, or I was asked, but you have to answer, was have you seen the film and what do you think of it?
I have actually seen the film. The first time it wasn't quite finished, and the second time it was. And I do think, actually, they have made the most fantastically good job of it. And I think that... And I think Claire and Andrew have been absolutely amazing. And they took so much trouble, to get everything right. Apart from everybody else, of course.
Actually, what Diana said after she first saw the movie was, I thought it was very good, but I never would have worn that hat.
All right, well, I'm going to open it up for a question or two. Does anybody have a question down here?
First of all, this is absolutely amazing. The head film, but full of rappers. So I have a question for Andrew and Claire. Just in this process, what's the most fun and most difficult part of understanding and performing and delivering this character?
So the question was for Andrew and Claire, and the question was, in this process, what's the most fun and most difficult part of understanding and translating these characters to the screen?
The most fun was everything about it. It was magic, wasn't it? And really hard. And then what was the most difficult thing about it? Everything about it. No, I really found it not easy, but I can't really put my finger on it, really. It just felt right and great. And Andrew.
Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I have to say it was remarkable to so quickly and intimately build the marriage bond with this one, somehow, some way, with the help of Lady Di and everyone, Andy and Jonathan. It was and it's a testament to Claire, really, and how open and how kind of brilliant she is, and a testament to Jonathan and Andy to think that we were a good fit. I personally couldn't see it, but I trusted them, and it seemed to pay off. No, I'm being facetious. No, she's wonderful. So that was probably the most joyful part of it, and the most difficult was working with Claire Foy.
We have time for one more. I'm looking right here in the front of the balcony.
Andrew, I was at the invitation page and the read everything. So I was wondering if you actually talked to Eddie. Did you prepare notes on how to stay still for 16-hour days? And did he give you any advice?
So the question was about whether you had spoken to Eddie Redmayne about comparing notes about the physical aspect of the performance.
No. No, but a dear friend that I love and admire, and a wonderful actor. No, but I did speak to a lot of men and women who have had a similar fate to Robin, and that was the main kind of epicenter bulk of my research and part of the duty of doing this. But again, it was a lot of information from Diana and Jonathan and their friends and family, not only about the physicality or lack thereof, and the voice and the difficulty of understanding how to speak with the rhythm of the breathing machine and what that will do to the vocal quality and how it will deteriorate over time and all those things, but also who Robin is, who he was before the polio hit. That was just as profound, finding out about who Robin was as an athlete, as a captain in the army, as a friend, as a man. That was a great privilege, one of the main privileges of playing this role.
Well, I want to thank you all so much for coming and sharing the film with us. It means so much to us. Thank you.
Thanks very much, everybody. Thank you.